Hey guys, welcome back to Giving Unbothered.
It's 2025.
It's 2025.
Happy New Year!
We're actually lying because we're still filming this in 2024.
Yeah, because we're going to be severely hungover on the 1st, so...
Imagine if we look this good on actual 1st of Jan.
I will look this good on the 1st of Jan.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Kaya's going to be in the air.
Yeah. No, actually, hopefully you would have landed our time.
Oh yeah, so I figured out that I land at 10:40 a.m. on the 1st, which your time is about 11:40 p.m. So I might be able to FaceTime you two to wish the new year in, but it depends, because if I have any delays, then it goes
If
over.
not, we'll just film a little video for her.
Exactly. This is the last time you'll see Kaya for a little while. Very little while.
Until almost
End of Feb.
You better come back.
She is coming back.
I've got no one to stay for, so like...
Yeah, we'll see about that. So, in today's episode, we want to talk about a lot of things.
Let's unpack 2024. Let's manifest 2025.
We'll manifest together. We'll talk about the good, the bad,
the in-between. Oh,
the
the ugly.
the ugly. How do you guys feel about like a new year? Specifically after this year, the year we had. How do you feel going into the new year?
Oh, I thought you meant like, what are your thoughts on there being a new year? Well,
Like, I mean,
it's just time.
Yeah, you just can't really control it.
I don't know.
I think there's a lot of pressure, isn't there?
Yeah.
To be like, 1st of January, gonna go for runs every day, gonna go to the gym, gonna eat healthy. Doesn't happen any year. But I feel like there's such a pressure that you need to then be this better person. I'm saying the exact same, baby.
But you're already a good person. Nothing to improve.
Literally nothing to improve on.
Exactly.
What
I
an
think
achievement.
they always say that if you set yourself a target that's too big, you won't complete it. Say your target is, in the new year, you want to be able to run 10k. Your target should be, by the end of January, I want to be able to run 1k.
Baby steps.
I think that's the thing. People want things too fast, and I'm like that as well. I'll be like, next year I want to be rich, want to be a billionaire.
I think that we look to the future so much, like, oh, I want this to be happening, I want that, and I want it to be like that, and we forget to live in now.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to think like, okay, 1st January, fresh start, like, we've all had pretty shit years, but at the same time, we forget to live and appreciate what's happening now.
Because we have good things happening to us
and
every day.
also, I feel like, why does it have to be this certain time to make a fresh start? Why can't you wake up tomorrow and say, right, this is what I need to do and this is what I'm going to do?
But that's like a very common thing, isn't it? Even not thinking about the new year, but you know, when you want to do something new, you're like, I'll start from Monday.
Yeah,
it's not
like,
just, I'll do that now.
Yeah,
I'll
like,
do that tomorrow.
I'll do it now. Yeah, like, we always said like these things. I don't know why. Who came up that Monday should be Monday
We
and
just
not
put
Wednesday?
things off, don't we? Monday should be Monday.
No, but why
Wednesday.
is not the start of the week Wednesday?
I also feel like there's such a pressure to... You set goals for yourself, even if they're unrealistic or realistic, and if you don't meet them, you feel like shit. Like, I remember I asked you, we were doing like hypothetical questions. You know what, I actually got annoyed at you because you didn't answer it, but I do kind of get it. Because I was like, okay, where do you want to be in 5 years? Hypothetically, yeah. Hey. You sit back down, let me button.
I'll get into that afterwards. Kaya made me cry with that question.
No.
What?
Do you not remember?
we were in FAR. And she just broke up with her ex-boyfriend, and she was literally like the week of, and she was so upset, and you was asking her about like, where do you see yourself with like this marriage and things, and then you was like eating her fur, like.
Oh, I have a vague memory. I have a vague memory of making you cry.
I was like, I need to pee.
Yeah.
I went off to the toilet.
And I looked at Lana like, oh.
Rookie mistake. But we was all in my kitchen, and we were talking about like kids and marriage and stuff, and I was like, you know what, by the age of 30 I want a kid and I want to be engaged. I asked Yelka, because obviously Yelka is older than me, I mean you both are, and Yelka was like, I'm not answering that question, and I was like, just answer it, it's hypothetical. And she was like, no, I'm not answering that question because it leads to disappointment. And I was like, Yelka, it's just hypothetical, and we got into a little tiff because I just fucking answer the question. And you wouldn't. But you know what, I get why you wouldn't, because I feel like then if you reach that age and you don't have the things that you wanted, you're like, well, I failed.
No, I think like to me personally, I think because when I was younger, I always say that as I'm like really old.
Yeah, like your little
but
OAP.
I think when do you set those goals? When you like finish high school, when you get out of high school, that's where you start to think of like, where do I want my life to go? Kind of, right? Because you think about what job you want to do.
Yeah,
and, like,
I feel like then the pressure kind of starts to kick in about knowing what you want.
so like when I finished high school, I had this image in mind where I was like, I really wanted to be a mom really young and have my own house and all of that. And then I'm now like 29 and nothing of that happened. Came close to it. Decided to run away.
Dodged a bullet.
Dodged the bullet. No, I decided in the moment it wasn't in the way that I imagined it to be. So I didn't continue in it. Mm-hmm. But I just think for me personally, I don't want to think about where I want to be in 5 years. I think it's nice to be like, that's where I would love to be. But don't put so much pressure on like, that's where I need to be. Because then I feel like you can make wrong decisions, because I see a lot of people, and this is specifically like to dating and relationships, especially when you do think about like kids. If you're going to be like, I want to be a mom in 5 years, a lot of people put so much pressure on themselves that they might settle with a person just for the sake of having that dream come true.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make a decision that I'm not truly happy with just for the sake of reaching a goal or something that society thinks that's where you need to be at, like by a certain age.
Yeah, because I also feel like you don't want to, like what you just said about kind of settling for someone because of a life that you want. I feel like a lot of people, say if you're with a partner for like 2 years and you're not very happy, but then you're like, oh, that's 2 years of my life. So then you stay with them and then it's 4 years,
but then
you're
you
not
stretch
happy.
it out.
And then it's like, okay, well now it's 4 years of this person, all these experiences and attachments, and then you kind of settle with them because of the lack of, like, the loss of time otherwise that you've wasted. And it's like, well, no, because I would rather sacrifice 4 years of my life with the wrong person, break up with them, and then have a great life with someone else, than just stay with someone for the sake of, oh, well, I've got 4 years of them, so might as well just carry on.
No, exactly. And I also think, like, in the end, whatever decision you make, like, to connect it to my personal experience, I'm so glad, and I say this to all my friends and family, that we didn't have kids in the end.
Yeah.
Because what I've done after that relationship has been so different than what I imagined I was going to be doing at that age, but also really good. Like, I've gained so much more out of that than... Obviously, I think when you have kids, you'll find like a different type of happiness. Like you change. I think your outcome on life kind of changes. Obviously, people have their own happiness in different ways, but I don't want to follow what society pressures on you when it comes to like age and goals and things you need to reach, because then you kind of forget the little, what you said earlier, the little things that you already have, because you're so focused on where you need to be.
Yeah. And I think people in your life and like back at home, very different life to what you have.
Like everyone, all my friends I have in Belgium are older than me, or even the ones from my age, the ones I went to school with. Everyone is settled, has kids, is married, has a house. Yeah, and I got my two best friends.
You've got us. It's just different goals, isn't it? You have career goals, family goals, friend goals,
and you
like
have
everything.
To pick one beautiful thing, and I'm trying to learn from that. And I think it's a very beautiful saying. It's not specific. Yeah, it's not specifically a saying, but you know how like we have seasons in life with weather. Mm-hmm. I think our personal lives have seasons as well, where one season can be you focus on work. Yeah. Another season can be, we don't need to get or like have everything all at once. It's fine to have a season where you're like so focused on work and want to reach a certain goal within that, and then another season maybe where you're like, now I want to settle and like do that.
Everyone wants everything.
What lessons have we learned this year?
This has been the year of lessons. I feel like I've had lessons in friendships, relationships, work. Like, I feel like it's just been a year of growth for all of us. My biggest lesson, I feel like, is that I'm no longer kind of changing my self-worth and how I see myself based on how other people treat me or like talk to me, especially in relationships, but also in friendships.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's very easy to get lost in, like, and I said this to you guys, I'm always so conscious about how I come across to other people that I don't actually sit and think how they're coming across to me. Yeah. Like, I'm always sitting there and I actually don't care if I get judged. Like, I'm very secure in myself, but I think it's more looks-wise. I'm very, very secure with my personality. Like, I know that I'm a kind person. I know that know that I'm funny.
I thought you were going to say, I know I'm a catch.
I know I'm a catch. You know what, I am. But I think I've always, and you guys always say this to me, I pick at myself a lot with my appearance.
Yeah.
And like when I got cheated on, I was like, oh, it's because she was prettier than me. If someone wants to not speak to me anymore, obviously people just aren't compatible, but I'll just base it on they don't find me attractive anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like my biggest lesson, I'm still working on it, but I think I saw this thing and it's my favourite thing ever, and it's about like your appearance, and it's like, how could you hate the way you look when it's made up of all of the people that you love, like in your family? Like I look at my grandparents and I've got literally like my granddad's eyes, I've got my mum's like lips. Do you know what I
That
mean?
is so beautiful. I think you put things in perspective, because these days we put so much pressure on our looks with like social media that we forget where we get our beautiful looks from.
Exactly, and I'm not being funny. Not everyone can look like Bella Hadid. Do you know what I mean? It's just
she had work done as well.
no, she did have work done, but
And also, even all of them, they still get cheated on.
this is what I always
You know-
think about. I'm like, even the hottest people to ever exist still get cheated on.
Because
Even
beauty is
right
in the
now-
soul.
It is in the
Even
soul.
right now, all the men are hating on Sydney Sweeney.
Why?
Have you not seen it? Oh my god, it's terrible. Because there was some photos of her taken like in
I
her
saw
bikini or
these,
something.
But it's because she's been working for that new movie.
Oh yeah, she's had to change her appearance for that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I don't really know, but she looks amazing in the photos
Yeah.
anyway. And all the men are like, "Oh, like she's a catfish. She's actually
saw
disgusting."
that.
I'm like,
How can you say that about Sydney Sweeney
like,
herself?
there's just no way.
Stunning.
There's just no
no,
way.
there isn't. She's literally. I would say Sydney Sweeney is like kind of like the beauty standard. What is?
You only had one lesson?
No, I thought we were just taking it.
Oh,
in
okay.
turns.
I actually don't know. Have I learned any lessons?
There's been lessons you should have learned. No, you've definitely learned lessons.
I wanted to say something, but I feel like you two are going to debunk that.
No,
I've learned 5% to set boundaries.
I know. I was going to say this
Yeah,
for you. I was
you
going to say, I feel like
started.
you've started to communicate, even if you can't, like you struggle to sometimes stick with them, but that's just because you feel things strongly. I think that this has been the year that you've communicated your needs and stuff. Regardless of if you stay with them, that's still a step.
I think also, do you have to have mastered a lesson to have learnt
No.
a lesson?
No, that's true.
Because, you know, like you can still be learning that lesson.
I
Yeah.
think you always grow, don't you? No matter if boundaries, no one ever has 100% perfect boundaries that they stick
no.
with. No one.
Because I feel like boundaries are so influenced by feelings and situational things that are happening. It's hard to have that under control when so many other things come into play for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think boundaries, but like in a lot of ways. Like I think not just in relationships, in romantic relationships.
Kaya, what have you learned?
No lessons. I feel like you've learned.
You know what? At least you're self-aware.
I was trying to come up with something. I was like, I feel like you've learned. Give me a sec. No, you've definitely had lessons. I think.
I think
you're very self-aware now.
Yes.
I think I've always
No.
maybe not.
No, you haven't. Always.
All right, Yoga.
No, you haven't always.
No.
No.
I've had an emotionally stunted year, and I don't know that my lessons are with me yet. I think
Yeah.
I need to do my healing first,
Yeah.
and then
No, definitely.
reflect.
But I think this,
It's a lesson.
self-aware.
Yeah.
like, I don't think you've ever, I feel like in the past, when you've been with people or dating people or like just getting involved in like the dating scene, if it's serious or not, I feel like you've always been, things haven't always worked and you've never realised why, or like why things, or why you feel certain ways. Whereas like now,
Yeah.
you know that you're kind of in a place where you aren't exactly very emotional, available for anything serious right
Yeah.
now. But I don't think you ever would have accepted that in the past.
Well, I think the difference is that I was so insecure about being alone. Like, I could not be alone. I hated being alone. Like, being alone meant being lonely to me.
Yeah.
And
Now you love being alone.
I just want to
do.
say that's
I
your
do.
lesson. Like you've learned to
Yeah.
be by yourself, like being alone.
And I think that is a massive part of it, is obviously being in therapy and
Yeah.
growing up, developing that frontal lobe, but also that long distance relationship that really,
Yeah.
really taught me a lot. Yeah, and now I love being alone.
It's the best thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
As much as I love being with you.
You say that, but then as soon as I leave, you're like, when are we seeing each other again?
It's
Yeah, but
because
you
I
two are
enjoy your
codependent.
No,
We're
I
not.
know. No, we're not. No, to be fair, because I cannot be with you for a couple of weeks. I would just miss you. But like, even when we're with each other, we'll be by ourselves, but next to each other.
Yeah, like, it's not that we... Like, it's just the energy, the presence in the room.
It's the same as, like, do you know when you're in like a romantic relationship?
Guys, literally like 2 episodes ago, you were like, yeah, we're codependent. And now you're denying it. Which one is it?
Okay, but I said that in a jokey way.
Yeah, we didn't mean
that
that.
was a kidding codependent.
I'm not kidding.
I know you're
I'm
not.
kidding.
No, but I know how to be alone, though.
Yeah.
I feel like with, like, the traveling I've done, I grew up building my
You're
life
very
being alone.
independent.
Yeah. You're getting very independent as well.
I do think, because this year, obviously, since we ended...
Excuse me.
My
Since
face
we
just
ended-
went,
No,
what?
in my head, I was thinking about my ex-girlfriend, but I just didn't communicate that.
I was like, wait, take a pause. What have I missed?
I said it and I was like, wait. Since me and my ex ended, I haven't been in a relationship since, and I very much always relationship hop.
Yeah.
Literally, I really wasn't single for more than 2 months at a time. But I haven't actually been like exclusive really with anyone.
You've had a nice little rota going.
Yeah, but it's been
not
like,
on a serious like.
No.
I see them 5 times a week and I've hopped right into this. Like,
Yeah.
you've only gone on 2 dates.
2 first dates.
Yeah, first dates. Yeah.
Which is, that's good.
Yeah, for nearly a year, I think that's not too shabby.
Wow. That's crazy. This year's flown by.
I think that's the
terrifying.
scariest thing. This year has gone so quick.
Yeah. I feel like I've got very good family boundaries now.
That's a good one
yeah.
for you.
I'm super close with all of my family, and I've kind of touched on the whole like sexuality thing before, but I think, and you guys have helped me a lot as well, and I've said like I view Yelka and Kai as my family through and through.
Yeah.
Like I consider you like the closest things to me, and my parents literally see you guys as daughters. But I think I've realised like as you get older as well, you aren't just like a child in the family, like you are a person, and like you have your own values and emotions and life.
Yeah.
And I think that when you grow up, I think it's quite naturally put into you that family is the most important thing, and you should always listen to what your family say.
Blood is thicker than
Families,
water.
yeah, and it's not. No. And families can very much be wrong about a lot of things. And I think I've realised like I'm a very good person to my core, and if people disagree or agree with that, I don't let that kind of influence how I see myself anymore. And I think that's my biggest lesson that I've learned.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Another lesson, I think, that I've grown into myself a lot
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah. Why did your eye just bulge out your
Do
head?
you know what
like-
I mean?
Yeah, I'm like tenfold, bitch.
Yeah, you.
Jesus,
like-
you're a different person.
Yeah, compared to when I first ever met you, couldn't compare.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I loved you when I first met you. Like, I've always thought you were the most amazing person, but I feel like I've now, like, loved different versions of you.
Yeah. I feel like even if you two had met when we met, I don't know that you would have got on as much as you did.
know.
when
Yeah,
you
we've
two
said
met.
that.
No.
Because you were so different.
Boring.
No, but the thing is, like, you weren't, because I still loved hanging out with you, you know, and I
it was
still...
just completely different.
Yeah, very different vibes. Like, I came to you for wholesome vibes, you know? Like...
And you know what, you are still very wholesome now.
yeah,
but, like,
you are very,
yeah.
very
But
wholesome.
also, sometimes you'll be like, should go for a little drink, should go for a boogie. And I'm like, oh, wow.
When you say stuff like that, it's like, oh,
Even
okay.
we could be in
okay.
bed, no makeup on, depressed, but if Yelka says she wants to go out, we do not waste the opportunity, and best believe we are going out.
Because normally we'll be like, me and Lana will be going out with our big group, and we'll be like, oh, we're going out Friday. Yelka, are you coming? She'll be like, oh, I'll see. The whole day we're like, are you coming? Are you coming? Come on. And then you did come out last time.
I did.
And then she was like, I'm only going to come for like an hour, 3 a.m. Okay, we should probably go home now.
Mackie's first.
Mackie's, yeah, always have to do Mackie's first.
But yeah, no, I definitely think like, and even aside from all of that, just like accepting myself in all aspects and letting loose. Yeah.
No, I think you've done incredibly. And I also do think it is harder. I think the older you get, it's harder to grow and adapt, because I feel like you're very used to being set in your ways, but I feel like you don't really let anything hold you back in that aspect.
I think what really helped me with that, and that kind of connects back to the friendships, is like literally you guys, because I feel like previously I would always be boxed into like certain things by the people around me, whereas with you guys, even if I do something shit, like not shit like in a bad way, but you know, like embarrassing, or like I can be embarrassing around you guys, and you want like
We're the most embarrassing people.
24/7.
but you know what I mean, because like
Yeah.
some people wouldn't like that. They'll be like, oh, can you just behave, or like
Yeah, can you stop?
yeah.
If a friend ever told me to behave myself,
You don't know how to behave yourself.
if I can.
But yeah, that's my second lesson.
That was a very good one, Yelki. Round of
Thank you.
applause for Yelki. Theatre click for Yelki.
It's more the rings you can hear.
Any more lessons from you guys? Or have we bled you dry with that one?
I'm a little bit emotionally stunted, really. I don't
Emotionally
know.
stunted. That's fine.
That's okay. I think you just had like such a big year, but you've done so well for yourself, and I think that's the biggest lesson. How you
Thanks.
kept yourself like so strong and
You know what?
supportive.
Yeah.
You know, like for any human being, it's a lot to take on.
And
Thanks.
we love you.
Yeah, it's been a hard year for me personally, in my personal life. But I came out of it the other end.
And
You
you've
did.
also never not been there to support other people.
Yeah.
Like, you don't let anything... You aren't selfish whatsoever. And, like, I've came to you with problems that could kind of trigger your issues, and you've never made me feel like I still can't open up because you're going through something as well.
Yeah,
You've got enough room in your heart for everyone.
you do, and like the empathy.
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 Emphasis.
You know what? You need to stop making words. We need to get a Lana dictionary.
Emphasis. I was supposed to say emphasis.
That's a whole other word.
You've been talking, I was like, what? No, I was going to say emphasis on the it.
Yeah.
It's not funny
Well-
anymore because I've lost it.
What I wanted to say is just like, and the empathy you have towards other people, I think that's the biggest one.
Yeah, that's the best trait a person can have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you've got many bad traits. But
Like my kissing.
you know what? That's a resolution for you.
Do we have any more lessons to share, or shall we go on to our resolutions?
Should we go on to... Should we-
I haven't thought about any resolutions.
Should we start off with we need to give each other a resolution.
Oh, God.
Because I can see Lana's like.
She's so excited. I haven't actually thought of any yet. I just thought it could be fun. 'Cause
You had an
also,
evil glint in
how
your
you-
eye.
She's
I
going
always
to be
do.
roasting me again.
No, just because I feel like it's very easy. So with like the personality tests, your perception of yourself and other people's is very different.
No, that's true. Okay, yeah, hit it.
Okay, Yelka, I'm going to start with you. Yelka,
Alana.
I'm going to hold your hands when I say this. My resolution for you is practice what you preach.
I knew she was going to roast me. I knew this was coming. I thought she was going to be nice for once.
That would be a resolution, wouldn't it?
You can have nice resolutions.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Where's the fun in that? That is all I have to say. Kaya,
No, gosh.
give me a hand. My resolution to you, and it's actually not that bad. I feel like you entertain girls for the sake of
I'm
it,
always going to say.
and that needs to stop. Because then Kaya complains about these messages from these girls, like do you know when someone's like saying like, oh my god, look what this person just said to me, but then they don't show you what they've said back to them? Like, a girl could be like messaging her something, and then Kaya can be going fully entertaining, like, yeah baby, but she wouldn't tell us that she's saying that. She just wants to slag off the girl that is like giving her the attention.
Then she sends us, oh my gosh, she doesn't stop texting me
she doesn't leave me alone. You're probably asking her to like call you that evening.
to come over. What are you doing tonight?
No, literally. And to stop sleeping with the girls, friend zoning them, sleeping with girls, friend zoning
And
them.
falling asleep with a chicken nugget in your mouth.
Because I haven't once.
You need to work on your sexual decorum.
Okay, it says the girl who shagged someone and then didn't give any aftercare. At least I give aftercare, bitch.
Happened one time.
One time too many.
Okay, Yelka, you go.
Well, mine was similar to you for Kaya.
You've got history. Got a reputation.
But to be fair, I would, to my own defence, I am honest with them.
No,
like, and the people that have texted me multiple times,
actually,
they have.
it's fine.
I have
No,
said,
you have been honest with them.
I'm not interested in anything. I don't have the emotional capacity. And then they've said, yeah, I'm just bored. I want your attention. So I've been like, fine.
I mean, that's true. It's actually on them.
Valid.
I will always say, like, I'm not a fuck girl. I have always been honest.
Well,
that was Kaya's resolution because...
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm going to take that resolution.
no, I don't think you are.
Well, no, I don't know.
Lance.
Hit me with it. Go on, give me some tough love back.
It's not going to be tough love. For 2025, your resolution is to stop fucking shopping clothes.
Yes.
And save money so you can travel with us and live your life truly and fully the way you want it to, because you have these dreams, but then you spend the money for those dreams on clothes.
I get such nice ones. I agree with that.
The clothing shopping is because you're trying to make up for things that you think about yourself, about your insecurities.
She's coming for you now.
God, I'm getting psychoanalyzed.
I know, but that's why most of us. That's why most of us buy all these
parcel coming.
It's great. It's fun.
It got to a point.
Short-term happiness, though.
No, it is. And then I got my bank account. I'm like, it got so bad. I would order things I didn't even like, but just so I know I had something coming to my package, and then I just send it back.
Your carbon footprint must be crazy. you could beat Taylor Swift's airplanes.
I genuinely feel like I needed therapy at one point.
But I think that's the thing, what you said of like just feeling that short happiness.
No, it's a dopamine rush.
It's a dopamine rush. Find other things in life that are healthier, less expensive, to give you that same thing. And I think that's what the thing is. You just learn things about yourself and what makes you feel fulfilled.
This is so funny because it actually looks like I've got some really intense problem.
But you do.
Lana, your shopping addiction is unreal. Like it's not healthy. Like when I literally look at you and I'm like,
Scrolling constantly.
She's got a new thing on.
Last night we were watching a film. You were scrolling Jade at ASOS.
They had sales on. It was the Boxing Day sales. Making money.
Girl, nothing away. But that's one of your resolutions.
Yeah, fine. I kind of one of them.
That was a good one, Yelka.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, I guess.
Yelka, I think you need to stop talking to people that live across the world.
You know what? I think that's a spectacular one.
Like, I don't know why you do it to yourself. Just stop. Full stop.
You always go, I can't find them. That's fine, but then just stop entertaining the ones that do.
Yeah, you say, I'm entertaining, you're entertaining.
Yeah.
Lana?
Oh, God. Why did it come so naturally for you to think of one for me?
You need to stop developing text relationships before you know them in person.
Oh, that's good. That is a really good one.
Valid.
Yeah.
That's a very good one.
Why we get it?
Why are the resolutions only about dating, though?
Because I'm perfect in every other way. Okay, I've got one for Kaya.
Oh, God.
Regarding your uni work.
Oh, I knew this was coming, to start it early.
So your resolution, especially because you're going to be in Australia, is that you need to set time apart fun with serious. Because your job is serious, your degree is serious. I think that you get too wrapped up in enjoying yourself that you forget that you are a grown adult and you're doing serious things, and then you make the excuse to say, I work well under pressure. No, you just got no other choice.
Oh, I've got one.
Oh, go.
For who, me?
Yeah. If you're so worried about you not being able to sleep, you need to make better life choices, like exercising.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back into it. That's actually one of my resolutions, to get back into exercising.
We was in the car.
Wait, what?
We was in the car yesterday, and there was a man. So where I live isn't a city. It's just like a normal town. And we drove to get Kaya from the train station, and we drive just past this bang average road.
It's like an industrial.
Yeah, but it's people, like there's an Audi there. Like people live around there. Little Miss Belgium, perfect town, Flemish.
It's totally not perfect.
There was a man running, and the other goes, why is he running down here? And I was like, well, maybe he lives at the end of the road. Like, where else is he supposed to run? We don't have a bloody London Eye or a Big Ben. Like, where the fuck is he going to run? And then I was like, okay, right, Yelka, he's actually running. He's not sat on his ass in the car. And then Yelka goes, I go for runs. And like, Yelka, I'm with you all of the time. I was
The
like, you
lies.
have never went for a run. She goes, I went for a run. And then you actually tried to defend yourself with the point that you went for a run. And I was like, that actually doesn't help the point.
I did go for a couple of runs this year.
We're at the end of the year.
Guys, it's 2 days before January.
No, I have done a couple of runs this year.
No, she
Not
hasn't.
enough.
No, I have.
Well, not enough.
No, not enough, but I have done a couple of runs. But yes, I do want to get. I used to train like 6 days a week.
Yeah,
but
you
then
used to.
The thing is, for me, I think I gave myself this year not to do any of that because I'm very much like all in or all out. When I'm all in, it can very quickly become toxic to me.
Yeah.
It's very easy to go down like the rabbit hole, isn't it? Of
Yeah.
like calorie counting as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
Once
you
I
just
start
need to
working,
find a balance, don't you?
yeah, but like to me, I struggle with that because once I start working out, I start focusing on the things I want to change about my body, and then that will go into what I eat and like calories, and then looking at myself in the mirror and then not being happy with what I see in the mirror because it's not changing. Whole rant.
I'm so okay with you not going for runs. Like I'm more than okay with that. I'm actually more okay with sitting there with a bottle of wine.
Let's all move to a beach and I'll go surfing every day. I'll happily do that.
Let's do
Rana
it.
needs to stop the shopping addiction first. So the non-dating resolutions are stop shopping, start exercising so she can sleep, get on with your essay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I quite like holding the mic like this.
Don't blow in it though.
You're so bossy. Yeah, okay, your resolution, stop acting like you're my mum.
Oh my god, you two need to get a grip.
You can fuck off. You're going in a few days anyway.
In one day.
Don't say that.
Actually, guys.
In less than 24 hours.
24 hours we'll be preparing to leave.
That's sad. Don't say that.
I
Because
get
your
the
plane's
worst
gonna
job.
Get caught fire.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the plane crashes
Yeah,
recently.
I
the
don't know if
last few
anyone's
days.
seen that. It's insane what's been happening.
It was South Korea, Norway,
Canada.
Canada, and
Kazakhstan.
Sydney.
Kazakhstan and Sydney.
Like that's insane. What happened with like the airports and the air traffic? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, but I think they were all Boeings. Did you watch the Boeing documentary?
When a new one.
Well, no,
What?
just the Boeing documentary.
Why is that
I
funny?
think it was like last year
why
or
are you
2
laughing?
years
You
ago.
don't even know what it is probably.
She does. It's an aeroplane documentary.
But why would I know an airplane documentary?
Projecting.
It was on Netflix. It went like like viral, like how those things.
No.
Are. But basically, they the big hotshot CEOs did a lot of bad stuff, and obviously it never came down on them because they're worth billions.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it came down on all like the
You know
little
what?
people.
I was saying this to your mom this morning because I was speaking to her about what's been happening with the airplanes. Funny fact about me.
That's
So funny. You're so predictable, Lana.
Sorry, because I did it yesterday.
You do that all the time. It's one of your like common things.
Yeah, but so you guys love it about me.
No.
Do you see us laughing?
You were laughing yesterday. You were just trying to play it cool in front of the camera.
But
Carry on.
when I used to travel to Asia a lot, every time before I got on the plane to Asia, and I don't know why I did it to myself, I would watch like air crash investigation. And most of those like the crashes they investigate are like Asian airlines.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? Why do you think it's
why
funny?
would you do that?
yourself?
I want to know if something goes down, what the fuck I need to do.
There's not much you can do in that situation, babe.
I'm-
And have you seen the thing where they get you to do this?
Yeah, but
Apparently
you-
that's so
yeah,
you die.
yeah.
Yeah,
so you
so you
break
die
your neck.
quicker.
So your neck snaps.
You didn't know
I
that?
thought it was to save you. I thought that was Brae's position.
No, it's the best
No.
way to die as quick as possible.
Because it means less paperwork.
Did you not know that?
Do I look
Yeah,
like
so
I
if
knew
you,
that?
If
Yeah.
you brace your head, your neck snaps.
Yeah.
Because knowing me, I wouldn't actually snap it. I just and then
You'd be
I'd
like
be
nearly
dead, and I'd
headless
just be
Nick.
like this.
And then the trotter's out.
Because that's what would happen.
Spread.
I feel like I would.
Get caught in the
I would
seat.
lay on the floor.
What,
Under
so
the
all of the
seats.
things you
Under
can't,
the
you can't get under the seats
Yeah, I
because they've
can.
got brackets.
Yeah, how are you gonna... Those trotters
down,
don't fit there.
Down, not like that. Like,
No, still, that's really small.
You watch.
Well,
Hopefully we won't be
when
in
we
that
go to
position.
Portugal, you prove me.
I'll prove you.
I didn't know what to say.
You prove me. Okay.
I'll film on my flight to. I think I'm stopping in Shanghai, so
Oh, I've been in Shanghai Airport. That's where I almost missed my connecting flight. It's huge.
Oh, brilliant.
It has
Thanks.
two term, but like it's
To be
massive.
fair, I think my layover is like 4 hours anyway.
Yeah, I had 13 hours and I still almost missed my second flight because I was in the wrong terminal. I was 17.
Oh
okay?
yeah, you said that story actually
Yeah.
before.
How is it? Is it nice?
Yeah, it's nice. I actually, well, because you're there for 4 hours, it's not long enough. When I was on the flight to Shanghai, someone said, well, if you're here for 13 hours, you might as well go to the city.
Yeah, because they give you like a
thing,
layover
yeah.
visa, don't they?
Yeah.
The Doha airport. Oh my god, phenomenal.
I've done Doha as well.
Yeah, they have
Abu Dhabi as well.
Yeah, they have like a full-on forest in the airport.
What's
It's
your
amazing.
favorite airport, Alana?
I do love Luton.
That's the shittiest airport in London.
I'm not
No,
well
you know what?
travelled.
I think Stansted gives it a run for
No,
its
it's,
money.
yeah,
Stansted is
Stansted
pretty
is
bad.
awful.
Yeah, Stansted is...
Luton's just like a rough diamond.
We're flying from Stansted, right?
Yeah.
We always fly from Stansted when we go somewhere.
Yeah,
Stansted
because
is the easiest.
every single not
No.
for here.
Well, that being said, let's wrap this year.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a new year.
Yeah, it's the first
No.
already.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you
Happy
had a great
New
New
Year.
Year. Oh. God, I'm always... Okay, do it again, ready?
Happy New Year!
Also, peace and love. I'll miss you guys. Stay happy and healthy.
And me and Alana will see you next week.
The best two parts of the three will still be here.
It's already known. All right.
Bye!